Hey! Oh my goodness, let's talk contour, highlight, and brows. These are probably the most scary um, things about makeup for some people, but they're also my favorite. They're the funnest thing to do because you get to transform yourself into something. I don't know. It's just fun. It's fun. So it's the transformation process. So let's do this, okay? I want to show you that brows really do matter, and I want to show you that contour is fun. And hey, guys, it's just makeup, it washes off. So try it. Don't be scared to try, okay? When I first tried it, I thought I would never again. I'm not doing that. That's crazy. But it's really fun, and it gives me a whole new look. Okay, so one of the things that I love to use is our duet sticks. So they come in 3 different colors, and they have the highlight and the contour on them. And that's my war paint video that picture that you saw this morning. But let me show you. I'm gonna use our sculpting trio today because it's so easy and it has a cheat sheet. So you pick, so depending on your skin tone, you're gonna choose your trio. It comes in light, medium, dark. So I'm the light. So here is mine, and it tells me exactly where I'm gonna put everything. So I'm just gonna follow that. Now, um, this is super fun, super easy. Don't freak out. You can do this, okay? So I'm going to show you key things. So you want a really great tool to do this. Okay, same thing with brows, tools. Same thing with everything. It's all about tools, guys. Okay, so I'm going to take the end. This is our contour brush. So I'm going to take this funny looking end here, and I am putting it in the dark. Okay, so this is the contour part. Now, when I'm contouring my cheekbones, I'm going to stay above my nose line because I am trying to lift, not drop. Okay, so watch. Now, yes, I know my actual shadow is right here, but that's all right. It's makeup. We are going to give it a whole new look, okay? If I wanted my natural shadow, then guess what? I wouldn't be doing this. Okay, so I'm going to do that on both sides. And really, kind of the rule of thumb with this is you're going to want to create a C and an E. All right, so boop, a 3 and an E, on your face. Okay, so, all right, so I'm going to a C and an E. I said a C. I'm sorry, a 3 and an E. All right, so I'm going to, so I have a huge forehead. So I go maybe a little bit lower than some people, but, and then I have this round face. So I'm going to pull it right above my jawline. Okay. Now, if you have a long, skinny face, then you can put it right under your jawline, and that'll kind of thicken up that face a bit. So, and then I just kind of pull it right under my jawline. Now, listen, some people go all the way down the neck, and you can, but I prefer just to have a shadow right underneath. Okay, so that is what the 3 and the E look like right there. Okay, I know it's not blended in. It's not going to be right now, but don't worry, I will blend it here shortly. Okay, now I'm going to show you. You're also going to take this and you're going to put it on your, if you want to. See, I have a fat nose, so I'm going to thin my nose up. And then I'm going to give it a more defined point there. I'm also going to do that right under my lip. And what is happening when you create a shadow underneath your lip? You're making it appear a little more pouty. Okay, so it's going to look bigger. All right, so wasn't that fun? Okay, so I know I look crazy. And somebody's thinking, she's going to look dirty. I'm not going to. Okay, so this is all a process. So it steps to, like by the end, you're going to be like, wow, okay. And if you notice, I'm not even changing my clothes. Like I'm doing all these videos at once. So you're going to see like a full on day 1 to day 10, like the whole process, okay? So I'm just kind of breaking it up for you. So here is something really fun and really important. So you want to, now you're going to want to blend it a little bit, okay? So I do leave it still pretty bold, but I do blend a little bit. So I'm going to take a blending bud and a setting spray, and I am going to wet my blending bud. Now, like if I squeeze it, it's not dripping wet or anything, but I'm just wanting to kind of soften up those edges just a little bit. So I'm just dabbing a little bit. Okay. Now, so some other things that you can use. So our sculpting trio is amazing because it has 3 products in one in it. So it has a highlight, it has a contour, and it has a brightener in it. So this was the contour part. Okay, so I just kind of softened it up just a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna take this super cool powder concealer brush. I'm going to take the tiny end here, okay, and I am going to, this is a powder consistency, so I'm going to take that powder right underneath my eye, okay, not finished by any means, alright, but I like to start right there underneath my eye and get it nice and powdered up. Now watch this. I am going to wet the tip of this brush here, okay? Now, again, setting spray is what I use. Another great thing that I use is rose water. So, I'm wetting it, and I am going to follow the diagram, okay? Now, the one that I'm doing right now is a very soft highlight, okay? So if you've ever seen me do a super hardcore highlight, then I would normally use a concealer for that. Okay? Now, see. I am watching. I am doing exactly what this tells me to do. I'm putting it exactly where the paper tells me to. Right underneath that contour. So I know right now some people are thinking, well, that's not as bad as I expected it to be, right? So See how I'm doing a V? I'm not just doing a tiny little spot. I'm doing like a whole big spot. Okay. All right, so there you have a highlight and contour. Now, I know it's not super bold, but it gives me just exactly enough of a slendering effect without making me look dirty, right? So, I also, at the end when I set, I will I will add more to the highlight and with a actual highlighter, okay? And then I'm going to add more to the contour with a bronzer, but I like to do that at the end. So you're gonna see that coming up at the end, but let's do some brows. Who is scared of brows? I know. Everybody's so scared of brows. Oh, some other things you can use. You can use, if you want to use a concealer, then our concealer, you're going to want to go 2 shades lighter, okay? And you could use BB cream. There's all different kinds of things you can use for this, guys. Okay, so I'm going to show you some brows now. Look at my brows. So I know, okay, so right now I'm in a hotel room and I am having my house remodeled and I don't know if I'm coming or going, okay? So my brows are a hot mess and I'm aware of that. And I did consider fixing them, but I want to show you that it doesn't matter how hot, messy your brows are. You can make them look fantastic, okay? So tools. So you're going to want to use a great tool brush, right? Brush to get them. Brush nice and pretty. People use toothbrushes. I mean, just use something to get them nice and going all the same direction, right? So then our brow palettes are the answer to your problems. I'm going to show it to you and you're going to freak out, but don't, because I'm going to show you how to use it super easily. So it's a 5-step brow palette and it's numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is the darkest brow palette we make because I have super dark hair, and I like dark brows, but we have a blonde, we have a light brown to red, and then we have a dark. So step 1 is the lighter of the 2 colors, and it is look at this. This is a brow artist tool. Okay, so like you can see how thin that is, right? And then the other side is super thin as well. Okay, so I use the flat side for creams and the angled side for powders. So step 1 is a powder, and you are going to outline. Notice I'm outlining on my actual hairline. Like, see the hair moving? I am not going above or below my hairline. No. I'm not looking for a bushy mess. I'm looking for a pretty defined brow. Okay, so here we go. Look at that. I'm going the same direction of the hair growth. Okay. Already huge difference, right? So I am going to also take this lighter color and I am going to just dab. Notice I'm dabbing. I'm not rubbing. I am dabbing. And the front part of your brow tends to be a little more lighter than the outer. So the back part's going to be darker. The front part's a little bit lighter. Not a ton, but a little bit. Okay. So that is, there you have it, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this one brow because I want you to see the cool importance of brows, okay? So I want you to notice that if I line my brush up with the corner of my nose and the corner of my eye, That's where my brow should start. The corner of my nose to the outer corner of my eye, that's where my brow should end. And the corner of my nose straight through the middle of my eye, that is where the brow should arch. So that's just an easy way to figure out, okay? But you should be able to follow your natural brow line and get it. All right, so this is step 2, the darker color. So I'm just gonna fill in. Now notice I'm staying inside the lines, okay? And I'm doing short hair-like strokes, okay? Look at that. Okay, so see, I got a little bit out there. That's okay. Now, the coolest thing, step 3 is a cleaner. Who knows that we all make mistakes, okay? So I'm flipping to the flat end, and this is step 3, and it's a cleaner. So I am just going to make sure and clean up that brow. Look how defined that point is now, right? So clean it up right here underneath. And step 4 is a highlight. The highlight goes right underneath your brow. Okay, and then step 5. So I always like to brush to wipe off my brow, my brush before I do the last step. Step 5 is a pomade, and so it is going to like it's just a wax that's going to hold it all together. So doesn't change the color or anything, and there you have it. There you have it. Looky there, right? Okay, so it's not as scary as you thought it was gonna be, right? Let's see. Did I mess it up? Okay. Now, all right. So let's do the other side. Are you ready? So I'm gonna do it super quick. This is our brow palette. So you need a great tool and you need a great palette, okay? And you're gonna follow your natural hairline. So the worst case scenario here would be that you would have to like wipe it off and start over, right? Okay. I'm on to step 2 now, filling it in. All right. I love brows. So one thing about me is I'm super like, there you go, brow, I don't even like to go like check my mail unless my brows are done. So anyway, Brows are very important to me, and I think they can just finish off the look for you. There we go. Clean it up a bit. I'm going to highlight underneath and finish it off with a nice set. This is just going to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. It's like hairspray for your eyebrows. Okay, guys. Those brows are set, and they are not going anywhere. There we go. And there you have it. So there's a highlight, there's a contour, and there's some brows. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep watching. Every day I'm going to add something to it. So you're going to get to see the full-on look. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying the show. And I will see you soon. Don't forget to love somebody today and to love yourself.